is the memory element used in clocked sequential circuit. Okay, so it is a memory element. What we can call this flip flop, the flip flop is a memory element used in clocked sequential circuit. Okay, so it is a memory element used in clocked sequential circuit. Okay, so we can call this memory element as a flip flop. Clear? These are binary cells and can store 1 bit of information. So how many bit of information it can store? It can store 1 bit of information. It can store. So this is a one objective type of question, that how many bits flip flop can store. It can store 1 bit of information. So it has two output. Okay, it has two output. It has two output, Q and Q bar. Q and Q bar. So what do you mean by Q and Q bar? Q is your output. Let's suppose that it's a 1 and Q bar is 0. Okay, so when you will get output across Q 1, that should be inverted to 0. Okay, so this is the meaning of the Q and Q bar. Okay, it has two stable state. Flip flop has two stable state, which are known as one state and a zero state. And what are those stable state? 1 and 0. Okay, either Q should be 1 or Q bar should be 0. So it has two stable states. Okay, then the flip flop circuit is also known as bistable multi-vibrator or latch. Okay, so we can call flip flop circuit as bistable multi-vibrator. So what do you mean by this bistable? Bistable means it has two output, 1 and 0. Okay, and multi-vibrator means it will give the output in a form of waveform. Okay, just like a square wave, 1 and 0, 1 and 0. So it will give you output like this. It has two stable state, one is 0 and another one is 1. Okay, so it will give you the signal like this. Okay, bistable multi-vibrator. A flip-flop circuit can be constructed from two NAND gate and two NOR gate. Okay, so how we can construct a flip-flop? Flip-flop circuit can be constructed with two type of gates. Okay, which are those? NAND gate and two NAND gate and two NOR gate. So we can construct a flip-flop with the help of two NAND gate and two NOR gate. Okay, so this direct coupler or direct coupled RS flip-flop or SR flip-flop, it is a cross coupled NAND gate or NOR gate. Okay, so when we design this RS flip-flop, and we can say SR type of flip-flop or latch, we can say it as latch because it stores the information. So this can be designed with the cross-coupled NAND gate, NAND and NOR gate. Okay. So the R and S are the first letter of the two input. Okay. So it has the two input. First input is R, second input is S. Okay. So these are the two inputs, and we provide cross-coupled NAND gate to design these type of circuits. Okay. So till this point, any doubt? Cross-coupled means let's suppose that this is your first input R, this is your second input. Okay. So when you apply these input to the gates, let's suppose that this is one NAND gate, and this one is your another NAND gate. Okay, so cross coupled means you have to apply first input from this NAND gate to the output of the second NAND gate, and you have to apply this input from the second NAND gate to the first output. This is called cross coupled. This will give you result Q, and this will give you result Q bar. This is R, and this is R and S. Okay, or you can represent S and R also. Okay, so it's your choice. You can represent this signal as S or R also. Okay, so in this manner you will get the output as a cross coupled output. Okay, so we will start with this NAND gate. Okay, as we have seen the circuit diagram of this NAND gate latch. So we will provide the input. Okay, let's suppose that this is your S as a set input, and we are using another as R set input. These two inputs are used to give the input for NAND gate. Okay, and here from this NAND gate we will get the output. These are the two NAND gates. Okay, these are the outputs. This output is Q and this output is Q bar. As we know, flip-flop has two inputs and two outputs. So first input from the first NAND gate is to be provided to the second NAND gate, and the second NAND gate input should be provided to the first NAND gate output. Okay, so this is cross coupled. So what do you mean by the input signal? Either you should provide a level trigger or edge trigger. Okay, so here this is your one signal, and this is your zero signal. Same here, this is your input signal 1 and 0. This signal is provided to the inputs of your NAND gate, and you will get output accordingly. Okay, so we will draw a truth table for this particular NAND gate. So quickly give your response how we can draw the output. There are two inputs right here. So how many possible combinations should be there? Quickly give your response. There are two inputs right here. One input is S, another input is R. So how many? Yes, four possible combinations should be there. So we will start with 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, and 1 1. These are possible four combination, and you will get output Q and Q bar, valid type of output. Okay. So when you provide 0 and 1, it will give you the output as 1 and 0. And when you apply the input as 1 0, you will get output as 0 1. Okay, and when you apply 1 1 output, there are two possible combination for this. There are two possible combination for this. Either it should be 0 1 or it should be 1 and 0. Okay, so it will depend upon the previous state. Previous state. Okay, so what is the NOR gate right here? NOR gate latch. What is the NOR gate latch? You have to provide the input signal like this. Okay, in the NOR gate. This is 0, this is 1. Okay, and here you have to set this R to the set, and another input you have to provide like this. This is S as a set. These two inputs should be provided to the NOR gate. Similar as we have explained in the previous example, we have to use these NOR gates. Okay, and we have to use this NOR gate right here. So this is your output Q, and this is output Q bar, and you have to draw the truth table first. So what is the truth table for this SR flip-flop in case of NOR gate? There are two inputs. For these two inputs, you have to derive the four combination 0 0 0 1 1 0, and lastly it is 1 1. Okay, so we have the final output Q and Q bar. For 0 0 condition, it will totally depend upon the two cases. Either the output is changing from 0 to 1, or it should change from 1 to 0. It totally depend upon the previous state. It totally depend upon the previous state, and we will get the proper output in case of 0 1 and 1 0. For this 0 1, you will get the output 0 1, and for this 1 0, you will get output 1 0 as it is. Okay, and for 1 1, you will get 0 0 output, which is we call as invalid state. Invalid state. You have to remember this flip-flop for both these NAND and NOR gate circuits. Okay, so how to design this or how to find out this output? So as we know that we have to provide the previous output to the input of the circuit. So you have to consider this output to be given to the first NOR gate, and this output should be given to the second NOR gate input. Okay, so we have we have input, and we have the output for both these latches which we have designed right now. Latch gates. So first NAND gate we have designed, and secondly NOR gate we have designed. Here you will get output Q, and here you will output get Q. So you have to remember these Q outputs for the NAND gate latch and NOR gate latch. Okay, this table you have to remember for the next lectures. Clear, all of you? So we have the two input. One input is S and another input is R. There are four possible combinations: 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, and 1 1. Okay. For 0 0, the NAND gate output is invalid. The NAND gate output is invalid, whereas this NOR gate output is no change. No change means it totally depend upon previous state. If you provide 1, that should be represented to 0, or if you provide 0, that should be represented to 1. Okay, so there is no change in this type of input. Okay, when you will provide a 0 1 input, okay, you will get output equal to 1, and in case of NOR you will get 0. When you apply the input 1 0 to the SR flip flop, you will get output 0, and there is the inversion. Okay, and when you apply 1 1, it is called as a no change state, or we can say it as a previous output. Okay, and this is also an invalid type of output. So you have to remember this flip flop output. Okay, okay, let's suppose that you have a clock signal, either it is changing from 0 to 1. So this is called as a positive going transition. Okay, we can call it as positive going transition. Okay, we can call it positive going transition. Here is your signal. We have seen this input signal is provided to SR flip flop. Initially it is at 0 position, and this 0 signal is going from 0 to 1. Okay, this signal is going from 0 to 1, so we can call it as positive going transition. Okay, if your signal is changing from 1 to 0 transition, what we call it negative going transitions. So how you can represent this signal? You can represent this signal like this. This is your 1 and this is 0. So this signal is going from 1 to 0. Okay, it is called a negative transition signal. So how you can represent these clock signals in a block? So let's suppose that this is your flip flop, and here you have to represent the signal. So how you can represent these signals? Quickly, you have to apply the input signals, and you have to apply the clock signals also. So there are some input signal. Okay, let's suppose that these are some input signals. Okay, and to operate this input with some clock pulse, you have to provide the clock pulse like this, CLK. Okay, and you have to provide either edge trigger or level trigger. Okay, or you can use the positive trigger or the negative trigger. So which type of the signal? This one, quickly, 0 to 1. Which type of the signal it is? Positive trigger. Yes, it is a positive trigger signal, or we can say positive going transition is there. So you will get the output, okay, across Q and Q bar. So this is your flip flop. Okay, and this flip flop will be connected with the inputs and your clock signal. Okay, similarly, if you want to give the input and provide some clock signal like this, so which type of clock signal it represents right here? It is a negative. Okay, yes, it is a negative going transition. Okay, and here you will provide the inputs, and here you will get the output. Okay, so this is a flip flop. According to this, you will get the output.